Good morning, everybody. Today we are discussing about the reflection of light. Reflection of light. So, before going to know what is reflection, first let us know what is light. What is light? So, light is defined as light is defined as it is a form of energy. It is a form of energy which makes invisible as visible. Right? So we are taking the different types of energies. We are taking food to get energy. With that energy we are doing some activity. Here also light is also a form of energy, and its activity is making the invisible, means which is not seen. So which is not can be seen the help of the light, with the help of the light, right? So whenever anyone asks you that what is light, what is sound, what is heat, the first answer that you must give is sound is a form of energy, heat is a form of energy, and light is also a form of energy. Okay. Now, from where we are getting this light? What is the main source of light for this world or the universe? So, sun is the main source of light. Sun is the main source of light. Sun is the main source of light. So, when it becomes dark, we are using the different electrical devices for the purpose of So, sun is the main source of light. So, we are getting the light from this source, and during night we are using the electrical devices for the purpose of light. Okay. Now, what is the way? How do the rays travel from sun? So the light that is coming from the sun is in the form of rays. Ray means a straight line. Now, what are they doing? They are traveling from the source sun and they are reaching the earth. So here the earth is observing some amount of energy from those rays and emitting some rays backwards. So now from that emitting we can define this concept as reflection. That is, for example, this is the earth's surface or any surface. Here we have a sun. The rays are coming like this. And they are incidenting. You should not say as falling. They are incidenting and they are emitting back. So they are going back. So means, see what is happening? They are not coming down. A few amount of energy is absorbed, but the remaining is sent back. So the process of sending back, or it is just like when we throw a ball towards the floor, what happens? It bounces back in the same medium. So bouncing of these light rays in the same medium is called reflection. So reflection is defined as the bouncing of light rays, light rays back in the same medium, Here the light rays are bouncing backwards. So in the same medium, we call this phenomena as a reflection. So before going to know more in detail about this concept, let us know when does this reflection takes place. When does this reflection takes place? Before going to know the reflection taking place, we must know the surfaces. We must know about the surfaces. Surface. What is that? Means surface is nothing but a plane on which the light is incidenting. Here the surfaces are two types. One is plane surfaces, and the other is curved or spherical. So again in these plane surfaces we have two things. One is from this plane, one is opaque, and the second one is transparent. Plane surfaces can be opaque surfaces and transparent surfaces. Here also it is two types. First one is plane surface. Sorry, not plane. Opaque and transparent. Opaque and transparent. Okay. Now let us see what happens to the light when they fall on opaque. What happens to the light when they fall on transparent? Means, for example, opaque means, let us take any surface. Opaque means through which the light rays do not enter from it. So the rays come from like this and they go like this. In case of opaque, whereas in case of transparent, the rays come like this and they will move like this. This is incident ray, this is refracted ray. Means if it is transparent, the light ray enters inside. If it is not transparent and it is opaque and has a shining surface, then it reflects back. So the process of reflecting back is called reflection. Means from this we can conclude that if the surfaces are plane and opaque and shiny, the reflection takes place. Then what about transparent? Here we call it as a refraction. What do we call? We call it as a refraction. Even in case of these curved or spherical surfaces also, in case of opaque surfaces, reflection takes place, and even in case of transparent, refraction takes place. So now this is about the types of surfaces, that is plane surface, and there are curved surface and spherical surface. Why are we calling it as a curved surface and spherical surface? Means, for example, sphere means three-dimensional like this. It is a sphere. So if we cut any part of this sphere, how it appears? It appears as a curve. Any part of a sphere is called a curve. So that we are calling it as a curved surface and a spherical surface. If it is opaque, reflection. If it is transparent, refraction. If it is opaque in case of plane also, it is reflection. In case of transparent, it is refraction. Right? Refraction. So refraction can be defined as bending of light rays, bending of light rays, bending of light rays. So whenever it is a transparent medium, automatically the speed of the wave, a light wave decreases and it starts bending. This bending is called as refraction. The simple example that can I say for this is, take a glass which is transparent, glass container. So what we use to drink water, fill half of the glass with water, put a pencil in that. So at the top, at the surface level of water, you see that pencil has bent. You see that pencil has bent, but actually the pencil do not bend when we keep in water, but it appears like that. The reason for the appearance of as bending of pencil is just because of the phenomena refraction. So we'll discuss about the refraction of light in next further classes, but before that we'll discuss about the reflection. What is that? Reflection. Reflection of light on plane surfaces and refraction of light on and reflection of light on curved surfaces. We'll discuss reflection on plane surfaces and reflection on curved surfaces. After that, we'll discuss refraction on plane surfaces and refraction on curved surfaces. So this is about the types of surfaces. Now based on the concept of reflection, there are some terms, terminological words that are related to this concept. Let us see what are those terminological concepts. First, let us write the definition. Reflection is bouncing of light rays. Bouncing of light rays. Okay? If we represent that definition in the form of a diagram, let us take a plane. Take this as this plane surface as a plane. This is a plane surface. The rays are falling like this or incidenting, and they are bouncing back, right? So we call this ray as incident ray, we call this ray as a reflected ray, and this ray which is drawn in the middle is a normal ray, and the angle formed here is called angle I, and the angle formed here is called angle R. Now let us see what are those. N means normal ray, normal or perpendicular. So it is making an angle of 90 degrees. So perpendicular, normal or perpendicular ray. Whereas I, incident ray. I is incident ray. What about R? Reflected ray. Reflected ray. Next, angle I means it is called as angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. And angle R means angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Right? So these are the terminological words related to the concept of the definition. Reflection. So this is the diagrammatical representation. I, incident ray, angle I, angle of incidence, angle R, angle of reflection, R, reflected ray. Why it is called normal means it is making 90 degrees with this plane. Okay, this is about that. Now next one, based on this definition, there are two laws. There are two laws. We call that as a laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. In the first law is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. In expression way, angle of incidence is represented with the anguli, angular. This is the formula. This is the formula. And the diagram for this is a plane surface. This is the normal. This is incident ray and a reflected ray. I, R, N, angle I, angle R. Angle R. So, laws of reflection, the first one is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And this is the formula. Next, second one. The second law of laws of reflection is, second one, incident ray, comma, normal ray, and incident ray, normal ray, and reflected ray lies on the same plane. If we see the diagram for that, for example, same, this is a surface, this is a normal, this is incident ray, this is a reflected ray, I, R, anguli, angular, normal ray. So what is he saying, that these three rays are lying on the same plane? Yes, these three rays are lying on the same plane. This is the diagrammatical representation of the second law. So incident ray, normal ray, and reflected ray lies on the same plane. Okay, that is about the laws of reflection. And the first one is angular is equal to angular, and the second one is all the three rays, those are incident, normal, and reflected ray lies on the same plane. Now there is another angle other than incident angle and reflected angle. The other is glancing angle. So glancing angle. The glancing angle is surface, normal, incident, reflected, I, R, anguli, angle R, and the ray that is formed between the angle that is formed between the normal to the surface, this is 90 degrees and this is also 90 degrees. So now how can we define this glancing angle? The glancing angle means the angle formed between the surface and the normal. Between the surface and normal. on left and right, means left side and right side is called glancing, angle. So the glancing angle is 90 degrees. The glancing angle is 90 degrees. Okay. This is about the reflection of light on plane surfaces. Now let us see problems based on reflection of light by using the first law, that is angle I is equal to angle R. Angle I is equal to angle R. So the problems on angle of incidence and reflection. Angle of incidence, angles of incidence and reflection. In the first one is what is the angle of reflection if the angle of incidence is equal to angle of incidence is 30 degrees. Is 30 degrees. So now whenever we are solving a problem, write the solution. In solution part, first we have to write what is given in the question. We have to write the given data that is given in question. What is given here? Angle of incidence, means that is angle I is equal to 30 degrees is given. Now what is asking to find out angle R is equal to question mark. Now what is the formula? According to first law of reflection, according to first law of reflection, angle I is equal to angle R. Angle I is equal to angle R. What is angle I? 30 degrees is equal to angle R. The answer is angle R is equal to 30 degrees. Right? So this is the way how to solve the problems. So when an angle of reflection is given and ask you to find out the angle of reflection. Okay. Now let us see one more problem. The angle of reflection is 50 degrees. Then find the angle of incidence. Find the angle of incidence. Same solution. What is given? We have to write the given. Angle of reflection is given. That is angle R is equal to 50 degrees. So what we have to find? Angle I is equal to question mark. Now what is the answer? According to Ohm's law. According to first law of reflection. angle I is equal to angle R. Now angle I is equal to, what is the value of angle R? That is 50 degrees. This is the answer. This is the answer. So this is the way how to solve the problems based on the concept of the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Still there are some other models we'll see in the further sessions. Till then, thank you. Take care.